Hi. So Steve, reflection on today's 4-1 defeat. Was it a true reflection of the game, or do you think it flattered Dronfield somehow?
No, not at all. Didn't flatter Dronfield. They thoroughly deserved 4. Could have been 5 even at times. I think true reflection on it, we weren't good enough from start to finish. If you ask Dean, we saw it in warm up. We just didn't seem at it at all today. We tried to get them up for it, tried to get them going as much as we could, motivate them. But when you've seen off back of 3 results what's gone in his favour, but we've just done enough to get results. And the Dronfield Town side that's coming, that has got links with myself in past, they're always going to come for a scalp, and they're always going to come when they're below you to try and upset the apple cart. And I think full credit to Millie today and his side and how they've set up. They were worth the 3 points. We had too many 4s and 5s in there instead of scoring 8s for us when we'd mark them on a after the game. Not enough. Too many passengers playing the game that they thought they wanted to play instead of listening to how we want to set up. So don't make no bones about it. We're fully aware that weren't good enough today, and we'll be having a reaction come Wednesday night against Hallam.
And given Dronfield's position in the league, we were quite surprised actually how well organised it was today.
I knew Dronfield had been set up from when I spent time with Millie with Clipston winning this league a few years ago. I know exactly what Millie's about as a manager. He'll make them work till the very last minute. He'll not give up no lost causes. He'll try and outwork people in that midfield, and I think there too outworked our 3 in that midfield battle today, and I think that's where the game will won and lost.
And it's the run of 6 victories in the league over now. How much will that dent as confidence, or will it be a case of, right lads, bounce back ability, we'll go again in his next home match?
I think we needed it. I think we've become complacent in beating teams that were there to be beaten. I think complacency set in. I think that's a real kick up the backside for us. I think it'll spark us on. I think it was much needed, a reality check.
And not to be too harsh or anything, but do you think we were a bit complacent today?
Definitely.
Where midfield, defence, was there a particular area where?
I think in the 11, I think 1, maybe 2 got above a 5 for me today, right. and that shows that all over the park we just weren't good enough. And in this league, you've got to win your midfield battle. That's first and foremost. If you win your midfield battle, you're halfway to winning a football game. If you don't do that, then defenders make mistakes, which for a few goals it were calamitous at times. Slicing things, not doing the right thing, trying to control it when you have to edit, just put it ball back up on them. Clearances not good enough. First goal, had 3 attempts to clear it, and we don't clear it out of his box. It's just bobbling about. Just somebody's got to put the foot through it, take authority, get us up the pitch, get us out. From the start today, weren't good enough all over.
I'm beginning Dino, thank you for joining us. So, how are you fitting in at Hallam since you've come out with Bamforth?
Enjoying it. I think from coming in summer, we were left with 1 player possibly from last year, so we brought 15, 16 in, and we said to chairman, and it's not going to happen overnight. We wanted to look a bit younger this year, didn't we? So we brought a lot of young players in. We've tried to mix it with a bit of experience as well. And the last 6, 7 games, we've seen good signs of things to come. Yeah, but listen, we're nowhere near finished the article. I still think we're probably 2-3 players short in key areas. But what we all agree on is, it's not just a matter of bringing anybody in. It's got to be right for us. It's got to be right for Hallam. We've got a good changing room. And that's you build from that. All the lads are brilliant. They train well. They all get on. So the players that we bring in, they've got to be right for us. It's got to fit into what we want to do. Yeah.
And just a quick reflection on your 10 years at Bamforth. You weren't only the first team coach there for a certain amount of time, you also come through the academies and everything. What experience have you brought through that here to Hallam.
Well, I think
to Stephen Scott.
You know, for anybody who knows Handsworth, it's you know it's renowned around county that you know they win things from. I mean, if you go out tomorrow and have a look at their under sevens, they'll probably beat somebody 22-0. So from being young lads, it's instilled them to win things. They're not just about playing Handsworth lads. They come from all over Sheffield, further and further, just to play in a great setup. And then obviously as you get to under 18s, I think for 6 years now they win both under 18s league, which is like when you're looking towards the first team, that's the starting base. When you're 18s at best in Sheffield, 19s won double, 21s won double last year. So they have got an absolute production line, and you know, and by the time they do get to first team, they're expected to win. And I just feel that, you know, I've come to Hallam, which has probably got a slightly different take on things as a club. But if I can bring a bit of that winning mentality with my young players here, it's a fantastic base for them to come and play 400 here today. You know, who can play 18, 19 in front of 400 people in a great surrounding and a lovely environment. So, yeah, that's what I'm hoping to bring long term anyway.
Yeah. And finally, do I have to ask, what's it like to follow your lad here? Is there any expectation?
We
there?
haven't been easy. He don't make it easy, no, but you know I've had him for so long now, and he knows me inside out, and I know him. He came as a 17-year-old from Paramore and came, 17 playing at Northern Counties. It's a short, sharp shock into adult football, and I thought he did him really well. Then he went back to Handsworth again, and kicked on, and finished off the season with their first team. But I do think, good players at Handsworth, good players, around you, probably give you a bit more freedom to play, get on ball. He's a lad that likes to get on ball and make things happen. So, yeah, I mean, he's a young lad in 19. Like the old lad, we've got Charlie Myers, we've got Sam Fuchs, we've got Mitch Dunn. They're 18, 19, and sometimes we as coaching staff have to step back and think, we've got to give them a bit of breathing space, because they're playing against men, they're getting kicked, and experienced lads like today, Dronfield's had, they get round referee, they're appealing for everything. We're a bit naive sometimes. But I think this season, we've seen it a couple of times, Steve, haven't we, where we thought, yeah, we've got our manned. But, they've got to start somewhere, and if you don't play them, how are they ever going to learn?
Yeah. Well, Steve, well, Dean, thank you very much for your time. I'll look on today. We go again at Ecclesfield.
No, thank you,
Ecclesfield.
So we'll take that out. Yes. Thanks a lot.